Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's 7:15 here in Ireland, and it's our time to talk about the Spirit's book. So glad you are here. And we are in chapter 6, and today we will go from question 315 to question 318. It's just three questions, but it's some quite good content to talk about. Hi, Danny. How are you, my dear? And I think it would take too long to finish. We will not use the full hour, but let's see. Okay. So glad you are here. We are we are happy and to announce to everyone that we got a place, and in the first Sunday of September, we will have our first face-to-face meeting. Okay, stay tuned. Soon we will announce in our website so you can see, and we will give more details. So far, I don't have any other details because we are still under negotiations, but I can say we will start face-to-face meetings on a new premises on the first weekend of September. Okay? But don't forget, virtual meetings, virtual pass, everything which is online will still be online. We're still doing online. We will do a hybrid model. Okay, because on Sundays meetings we don't know how many people fit in the room, what we can do, what we cannot do. We will not know how's going to be the condition of the COVID in September, because it's end of summer, start of our winter, so we don't know what's going on. And virtual meetings will not stop. We will have our meetings on Tuesday, on Thursday, study group on Wednesday, and virtual pass on uh, Tuesday, 8:30. Okay, and on Sundays, as we usual, we do have our talk. Okay, so let's start. Let me do the initial prayer. So I want you to ask everyone to close your eyes if you want, if you can, and connect yourself with high spirits, with your mentors of Kardec Radio, mentors of Ireland, mentors of the show. Ask them to enlighten ourselves, to giving us opportunity to help someone, practicing charity, practicing fraternity and solidarity. Please stay with our friends who are in the hospitals, who are on the streets without a shelter, without a blanket. Those who are with depression, those who are suffering from anxiety, may stay with them. So be it. Amen. Okay, so last week we started a sub-item on this chapter 6. And the sub-item was number 8, recollection of physical existences. Okay, and we can say, sorry, uh, in my opinion, guys, in my opinion, on the Spiritist magazine from 1862, uh, we can find uh, a kind of dialogue from Kardec and Mr. Sanson. Why this is amazing and so important for everyone? Because in this dialogue, we will find out how is the first impressions after Mr. Sanson's death. How it works. Mr. Sanson was a member of the Society, Spirit Society of Paris. He was a very close friend of Allan Kardec. And he got will, and he wrote to Kardec and said, Kardec, upon my death, invoke my spirit. This is my wish. This is what I want. Kardec did it. He will not miss this wonderful opportunity because someone who was incarnated just die and they will talk with him, and they talk with they I think they invoked him 1 hour after his funeral. So they buried the body. 1 hour later they call him, and he came, and he gave a wonderful insights about the life, the what he's remember. So this is an amazing. Let me see if I can give you the month where this magazine was published. I know it's 1862, but I don't recall which month. But I strongly invite you to read that. From June 1862, Spiritist Magazine, edition from June 1862. June 1862. Okay? So, and the main difference when a spirit returns to the spiritual world, it is because in the spiritual world, the spirit will have more access to previous existences, to certain information, which when we are incarnated, this kind of formation is limited to everyone. Okay? So he still remember, he still understands what the good deeds and the bad deeds, the bad things he did. So he still remember everything. And he, according to the permission, according to the necessity, he remember previous and previous incarnations. Saying that, on question 315, Kardec asked, does the man who leaves works of art or literature behind maintain the same interest in them as when he lived? Of course he can, because if he was interested in literature, when he returns, he will have a vast, let's say, library to research, to read, to dig in. He will have a lot of material, plenty of material to study. Okay? Question 316. Do spirits still take an interest in the works that are being done on earth for the progress of the arts and science? Yes. I don't recall who said that, but Graham Bell and Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison, the guy who created the the lamp, the bulb, and Graham Bell, who invented the phone. So it's said that these two guys, they are working in the spiritual world in a kind of machine. When they will reincarnate, this machine will allow us to connect with the spiritual world and vice versa. When it's going to happen? No idea. But that's what they are saying. If it's true, I have no idea as well. But we can see, for example, when you read the book No Solar, one of the equipments André Luiz described in 19, I think, when was psychographed nosso lar. Let me check nosso lar. Uh, 1944. So in 1944, André Luiz, in the book Nosso Lar, described certain equipments. And one of these equipments, we can say they are the DVDs, the laptops. But in 1944, we barely have a computer. And computer, I would say those big machines, like the size of a room. So, today it was reduced to the laptop and DVD. And now it's easy for us. But at that time, in 1944, when Chico Xavier psychographed the book, he not even know. But if you read carefully, one of the descriptions given by André Luiz is exactly a DVD and a laptop. Okay? Great. So, after that, do spirits preserve their love for the motherland? So, it's, of course it is. It's not because you just die, if your physical body die, you stop loving where you're from, where you lived. Of course. So it's kind of like when you move a country. You move, I used to live in country A, I'm moving to country B. It doesn't mean you do not love your country A. You still love your country A. But now you need to adapt yourself to country B, and you need to live there. You need to adapt there. You see, you learn new things, you acquire new knowledges, you evolve there, but your feelings about the country A will remain inside you. And when you have any connection or anything who trigger this this memory, you will remember with tenderness, with love, with uh, 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 any other good feelings about that. So you will remember. But But we do have here a text from Kardec. Kardec words, not the Spirit's word. Kardec words. He put some text in he was saying here that as more as evolved the spirit, less this spirit it is attached to material world. So a spirit, when they are incarnated, can be a higher spirit. Let's put just three order: high spirit, mid spirit, to low spirit. Can be three. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. But when this spirit when this body die and the spirits return to the spirit world, the level of attachment to the material world will dictate the connection with the world. So if you're a person, you need money, you need to buy your shoes, you need to buy your purses, you need to buy your shirts, you need to buy your glasses, your watches, and all these things. You are very connected with the material world. I would say you may have problems when you don't have this anymore. Okay? But if you are a person, you're okay, you have your basic, you learn to not get too much involved or attracted by these material things, you will be less, let's say, attracted for the material possessions. Okay, and those spirits who are, let's say, the high spirits who are not attached to the material world, they will see us as a kind of like kindergarten. Remember when you were in your high school and you look someone in the elementary school in a kindergarten? Oh, poor guy, he doesn't know what's gonna happen. Oh, everything is funny, everything's okay. Okay, so they will only return to the material world if they have a mission, if they have something to say. Oh, you need to return, you need to work in this incarnation, you need to prepare. It's a kind of specific mission. Otherwise, there is no point, or there is no reasons why he will return to this to the spiritual world. Okay. In the other way, the opposite way, when a spirit is not too evolved, still possess a lot of things with the material world. Of course, when the body dies, he will suffer a lot because he doesn't have money, he cannot buy, things change, and then we start some problems. Okay? Okay? So this is what we need. So in the book, Domains of Mediumship, chapter 15, I recommend you to read that, because in this chapter 15, Domains of Mediumship, André Luiz brilliantly explains how these connections work, how these connections interfere in the evolution process, how these connections interfere in how I can see the world, how I can see myself in the world. So it's again chapter 15 of the book Domains in the Mediumship. Yeah, you have this book in English, easy to find, so you won't have any problem to get it. Okay? Okay? So, uh, do spirits ideas change in the spiritual life? How do you think? Let's think. I am incarnated. I have one viewpoint. I did my body died. I returned to the spiritual world. I still have my way to think. I still have my mind. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you think they will change idea? Do you think they will not change idea? When you see better, when we are the same level as the road, or when we are in the top of the mountain watching the road. When we are in the same level as the road, we are incarnated. When we are in the spiritual world, we are seeing that road from a different point, which is a higher point, in which I can see a little bit further. And when you can see a little bit further, means you will understand certain decisions which, when you are on the road, you will probably have a different action, a different decision. So at the moment when you are more evolved in terms of more information to process, things are different. When you receive just one side of the story, you have one decision. When you have the other side of the story, you may start to say, wow, okay, it's not how it was said, happened this. And we both know that the truth, it is in the middle. But it is important when you have more details to take some decision, to take some values, to take some points you need to reach, you need to understand, you need to move in order to move forward. Okay, that's why when you are in the spiritual world, you need to learn. It is the learning point because you need to know how to treat, how to figure out, plan, replan again. You need to all the time. You need to work in this situation to make it progress, to make you progress. Okay, and uh, and the next question, the 319, Kardec made a wonderful question because he said, okay, if we had many incarnations, we don't know how many, but if we had many incarnations, sometimes we're in the spiritual world, sometimes we are in the material world. Why? Why? Uh, what is the question here? Why we are now afraid of to return to the spiritual world? We are afraid of this new thing. And the spirit said, This is momentary. Guys, when you sometimes when you are traveling, you go to many cities, or you are visiting some some siblings, and sometimes you are in your uncle's house, other times in your aunt, in this other house in your cousin, in other house in another uncle. So you are visiting a lot of friends. Some stage of this trip, you will wake up and you start to say, "Oh, who am I? What I'm doing here?" And so you are kind of lost or dizzy for about like 2 3 minutes max, until you realize, oh yes, no, 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 I'm in this cousin house. Today is Wednesday, today is Thursday, it's quarter to 8 in Ireland. Okay, you kind of find yourself. Is this kind of being dizzy? We are afraid because we don't know, we cannot see. Of course we have fear, um, we are afraid to move forward, of course, because we don't know. And also, in the same time, we do have other people who condemns, who saying bad things, who are judging you, who are judging spiritism, who tells all these kind of spirits, it's things from hell, from the devil, so on and so forth. You know, a lot of things they are saying. A lot of things. But the main point here, it is this confuse you, this make you feeling afraid of. You're gonna leave your daughter, you're gonna leave your wife, you're gonna leave your family, you're gonna leave your house, your car, your clothes. So we are afraid of this. And of course we are afraid. Of course we have this problem because it's unknown. Everything is unknown to us. We are afraid of. When you go to visit a country which you don't know, or a place in which you don't know, you try to make some research. How's the weather there? Should I put more heavy clothes or light clothes? Is there beach or there or not? Do I need to put my wet clothes? I don't need to put my wet clothes. It's in the mountain. Do I go to hiking and not hiking? I use shorts. You don't know. You don't know. You just try to do you Google something, and you try to prepare your luggage to what you're gonna find there. And this is the stage where we are. We don't know what we're gonna find there. But I can guarantee to you all the good things, all the lessons, all uh, all the stories you have lived will help you to gather what you're gonna need in the spiritual world. But instead of needing clothes, sunglasses, shorts, sneakers, you will need only knowledge, only the good you shared, Only the good you spread out. This is what you need to carry with you. As much as you are donating yourself, as much as you are working benefit of the others, as much as you are open to meet new people without judging, as much as you are ready for change, accept the change, accept things when you cannot do anything. So I cannot do anything. It's the elephant is dancing, so I can do anything. And you teach this to the people who is surrounding you, who live with you, in your community, in your society, in your family. This will advocate in your behalf. And this is what you carry. Instead of carrying a luggage with many clothes, you will carry a luggage full of deeds, either bad, either good. Doesn't matter. If you're carrying good deeds, you have high chances to just recover yourself and say, okay, when am I? Okay, great. Now let's move on. If you're carrying bad things, you will be more connected. If you have a vengeance for someone, oh, that person, I hate that person. You kill that person. You are connected with that person. Of course, you'll be connected with the material world because you want to fulfill your plan. The only difference is you're instead of being incarnated and you can touch, you can hit that person, you can do something. You are in the spiritual world in a different state. So we will try to put your plan in action. So instead of worrying about your evolution, how you become a better person, how you uh, 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 go to another level and do not I would say, go to another level and do not do not be too much dependent of the material world. We are all this situation. This is how important the acts you are doing today. This is how important today. Today, it's your best version. Why? Because today is the day you know the most. Today, you are ready to take any kind of decisions based on what you lived so far. If this decision is right or wrong is a different department. But today, you are ready to take actions, to make decisions. Decisions in which sometimes will going to affect you for the rest of your life. Decisions will probably move you from your comfort zone, and in the first moment you're gonna start to regretting of your decision, but sometime later you will see, oh, that was the best decision I ever made. All depends, my friends. All depends of everything. All depends of you. All depends the situation. All depends how we are, where we are, where we want to go. Is up to you. Some will progress quickly. Some will progress slowly. Is up to you. It is up to you. And you can start today to make a better future. It's in your hands. It is in your hands. Okie dokie. So, with this, I finish this item 8, and I I I don't want to start the item 9 because we will have just few questions. Is item 9, and we will finish chapter 6. If I start chapter 9, I will not. I won't have anything to talk next Thursday because we will talk just about 2 questions and that's it. So I will not use the full time. So I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. But today we're gonna finish here. As I said at the beginning, it's a short video, okay? Because I don't want to mix up topics and confuse you. I prefer you digest what we said today because this is so important for you. It's so important for your understanding, for your future, for your knowledge. Okay? And start another topic and this is gonna mix up. Okay? Leah, you're here, my dear. Good, thank you. Okay, so next Thursday we will go to question 320. By the way, on the week, uh, let me get here. On the study, 7th of June and 9th of June, I won't be here. Vanderlei will cover me, so Vanderlei will be with you in that week from both days because I have to travel for work. So I will be away, and unfortunately, I will be in a time zone in which there is gonna be 11 o'clock. I'll be in California, so it's 11 o'clock there, and I cannot. I'll be in the office. I cannot open the the live and start our live. Okay, so next week I'll be here. The following week, Vanderlei will cover me. Okay, yeah, Leah, stay safe. Yeah, I will. I will try to stay safe. Yeah, a lot of, but everything's gonna be okay. Okay, so let's do our our final prayer. So I want to say thank you, everyone, for being here with us, for your time, for your patience, for your contributions, for your knowledge, for your love towards myself. Thank you very much for everything. May God bless you all. May the good spirits inspire us in order to allow us to evolve, to stay close to the good things, to the good moments in which will you put us in the right path of evolution. So be it. Amen. Okay, my friends. Next week, question 320. Okay? So thank you very much. I wish you all a wonderful. Eat some Taco Bell for me. Yes, I like Taco Bell, my dear. You like? I didn't know you like Taco Bell. I will. I will do. I will do. I will send you some pictures for you. I will do. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Uh, Stay safe. Stay well. I'll see you next Tuesday. Okay? Cases, my friends. Thank you all. Thank you, Amizela Mota, Leah, Danny. Thank you. You're very kind. You're very Adele. So thank you very much. Bye bye. Thank you.